Hello and welcome back to Rawslowgaming and our Let's Play series here in Football Manager 2019, where we just finished our first season and second season here in Venera National League with Bath City Football Club, which we are trying to take the top of the Premier League and beyond. And before we get into this episode, remember to smash that like button if you do like the content, and also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. So at the moment we are trying to strengthen our team as much as possible, so we are pretty occupied with doing scouting here on players like this, and this could definitely be a decent player for us to try to sign if he would agree to come to us, but he's not interested at the moment, at least. But yeah, he's as good as Jordan or better, and that is definitely on a alright level for us. But for now we'll just acknowledge that we are not in need of a center defender really. We have a lot of other positions that we are in much more need, like a good fullback here, turn here being decently alright, but yeah, definitely just decently marking and passing, only a 7 here, which is not too great. But he have a good rating here really, 3 stars, 2.5 stars though only if we're hovering over him. So for now we'll actually keep scouting him as a suggestion. And there have been an offer for Connor Carty here, and yeah, his wage demands there is not too good really here. So we'll try to make an offer here on this player. Carty is a player that we would like to sign. Sangster here is just that as well, and that will secure our center midfielders. So basically we have center defenders that are good, center midfielders that are good. We have all right strikers we would like better, but we have weak points in our wingers all around the field really, and our goalkeeper as well, and not reaching the standard that we like here, and this player not being any helpful in just that department, and Griffith here not better either, and defender here not interesting either. Winger here also not better, unfortunately, and Lewis here playing in a position that we don't really use, and Connor Carty set for a release, yeah, so we are trying to sign him, but we'll see. I guess we will probably not have the chance, unfortunately. And here Griffiths is have another year on his contract, so that will not be possible really, no matter what. And decent Venera National League level is not good enough. We want better than that really. Luca here could be an interesting player. Uglumba is alright but not great, and but we have big problems on the right hand side, and midfield left is the positions that we really would like to get more information on, or not more information, better players on. So we'll take a look at let's take a look here before we are looking at that on the priorities here. So we have not a super long list here, but a little bit of a long list. So I guess we'll stop both these assignments here, since we have signed one player, and we will not get more information here on Carty before he will be signed, probably. And we can suggest that promise, and sure, we can do everything but that option, really. Alright, so we'll give player a big pay rise, and we'll finalize the promise, and probably we won't be able to exactly give him the wage that he wants, so we'll just have to walk away, unfortunately, and we'll just not comment here. And we'll see if we get any more interesting players, possibly, on our scouting that we are doing. Oliver here, let's see if we can extend his contract for one more year. Should be fine. And he's at 1.1k, so we'll see if we can go a little bit lower. And we could, so that's alright. And Merch here as a backup, we'll definitely have him here one more year, at least try to. And we'll try to reach at 700 as he's on already, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So we'll have to settle at 900, but that's alright. Brandt is really a little bit too expensive. He's asking a lot less here, actually, so I actually think that we are going to offer him another year, depending on how low he will go. So below 3k definitely we need to go, 2.7. 2.7, we'll just stick with 2.7 and do 2.8 if we can agree on that. That's alright. So we actually are going to stick with him for another season, just to make sure that we do have rotation possible, and if we get an injury, so we have good attackers, really. That's my reasoning behind that, and he have a very good stats, so that's alright. And you get our monthly report here on the finances. So last month we did a loss of over 25k, which is not too good here, but we have been gaining back here steadily under the season after we extended our youth facilities here, even though it have been very much up and down, but that's alright. The squad dynamics looks pretty alright. And apparently Carty's agent, or Carty, rejected the offer from Crystal Palace as well. And let's see if Cardiff will be able to do it better. I'm not so sure they will. And yeah, Paxman will not get a renewed contract, even though he will have been a super sub last year around. He's still just a backup player that we don't use that much, really, and now we have even another midfielder coming in, our central midfielder, so definitely will not be the case that we are chasing him, so to say. Let's see here, we'll welcome both players here. So Brandt will welcome both players here, which is alright. And let's look here at Sangster. Sangster being a little bit worse than we thought, really. Only a decent player for veteran national sides, but still pretty alright. And Haywood here only being as good as Barrett, and that's really not good enough, really. But yeah, it is what it is. We at least tried to do better. And I see here that we have a news article about Ben here, but we don't need an attacking midfielder left. We do need a midfielder left, but not attacking midfielder. And Bront commits to us, and Cardiff do manage to sign Carty, and he have no value at all, but that's due to his ending, so to say, ending their offer. And we get an offer here for Ponticelli, apparently, and we are not going to let Chester have a go with him. We'll reject the offer here. We can change the transfer status here and up the value to a more reasonable value, so around, let's say, 180k. We could consider letting him go, and I think we should continue scout Loka here, who seems to be a possible good signing. And what's here not really interesting for us, and not really the case here on this goalkeeper either. Center back is filled, as we said, and this Casara costing way too much here, so we'll discard that as well. Fullback here could be interesting, but yeah, we'll see here. Can't continue to scout him at the moment, and also he has another year on his contract now. Same thing here with Dawes. That is placed on the long list, so that's why we got information about him. So let's actually check the scouting and the priorities or assignments here. So we have not so much. We have one player left to scout here, so I think it's time to look here if we have any players that could be interested in us from Premier Division first that we haven't scouted. We have an attacking midfielder and striker here, so let's scout Edwards John here. And we'll just untick the interested in. So let's see here. Could scout this center defender, but there's no real point in doing that. And yeah, these wages are not in any way possible for us. So let's have a look at Skybet Championship, and we'll take in that player are interested, and then we'll see here. So no, not the case here, and then it's all too expensive, really. We'll do Skybet League 1 then, I guess, is our only option. So we'll scout this player. I can't think that he will be any good since he have the lowest value here, but we'll try nonetheless. Here we have a midfielder left, but he's too old really for us. So let's see here. We have some strikers here that we can try to scout, so let's do that. Center midfielder not really going to be any interesting here. Nolan here. A good area as a winger, not as good unfortunately. Striker, let's scout him. And then we have all two old players here really, so things are looking very poor for us in players that actually are going to be any good for us. Let's have a look in Skyvet League 2 as well, I guess then. And here we definitely aren't finding any players that are interesting to us. So for now I think we'll just have to speed on here and try to get in good loan agreements. And let's see here. And we'll say that we will consider selling him at the right price. We'll do no comment after that. And hopefully if we get a good price around 200k or something like that, we could maybe try and sell the player. And we have an offer here apparently for Charles. So let's see here, Charles valued at 99k. We are definitely wanting even more from our player here, so possibly up to around 500k. And we'll just reject the offer straight off. And as I said, we'll just try to move forward here as fast as possible so we can switch seasons and get in possible loan offers on well, not on our team, into our team. But apparently we have many players that are getting offers here, which is quite nice actually. It's not that usual at all that you get so many offers like we are getting now for our players. So we'll set a level there at 250k. Manchester is still in League North, yeah. I will reject that offer. Bertrand been very good with us during his loan sprint, but now we have Sangster that is as good, and hopefully he will deliver. Walker and Bayome haven't played as much, and Albon not really the case either, but Bertrand definitely been a good player for us throughout the season here. Hopefully we can find more players like that to make a difference, or more player like that that we can loan that can make a difference here in next season. So another scouting meeting here. So house here, actually alright, but requesting too much of a wage here as things look. So we'll just discard that really. Let's see here, the total offer here being up to 135 for Charles. What did we set our asking price? 500. So yeah, we'll just reject that offer, and the offer here for Ponticelli will just reject as well. They're offering way too little, really. And since it's from lower leagues, we don't have any problems with the players that wants to talk with the teams. Yeah, and Edwards John here, not really good, and not the case here with any of these players either so far. No, not at all. So taking a look here, also trying to see if there is any talk in the news or the social feed about us, so to say. We'll continue to say that we'll sell our players for the right price, or at least we could maybe sell our players for the right price, but that is definitely quite a lot over their actual value. So maybe at least 3 times the money, maybe 5, I'd say. We have a few countries joining the European Union, and we have gotten an even worse offer for Ponticelli here for some reason. Don't really understand why. Since we have reacted to 2 last deals, which were higher, really. Sure, probably can take one of our youth players on a trial, that is fine. And we get another offer here for Charles at 130k. Rationally potential value of 165. It's still way too little. Another scouting meeting here. So striker not being good enough. Oh, 3.5 stars. This is interesting. So Collins here. Unfortunately have a future transfer arranged, and also his finishing here being very poor actually, so that's all right. We'll just continue as usual here in the between the seasons, or in the pre-season, so to say. It's just full steam ahead. 55k for Ponticelli, a little bit of a better offer there actually, so that's good, I guess. And Collins here, yeah, future player or future transfer arranged, so we'll just discard that. And we have no contracts here really to prolong, but we should prolong our staff here, of course. And we'll do that for all our staff for now at 2 years, and we'll not really think anything more about it. So we'll do 825, or try to get agreement on 875 for all our staff here. He agrees on 825, that's good. Yacht contracts here, no player really to prolong, I think. They suggest an over there, but yeah, he's not good enough and don't have a good enough potential really to get a senior contract. They need to be 2 stars at least, I think. It's a good level to reach in their youth season, or youth part, so to say. And here we have a little bit of a wait, and we are get an invitation to the under 18s league for next season, and that is something we of course accept. And here we have the rollover between the seasons, so let's do that. And I think we'll actually call it an episode after that have rolled over here. If we do take a look here on some things here first. So if your players getting promoted, that is fine. And we have our board request meeting to discuss club improvements, and that is definitely something we will want to do. And we get 6k for the upcoming season for the TV rights. Social feed is alright, we'll stick with what we have. So we'll accept that, and selection rules is the same as last season, of course. And really for our expectations towards the board, I think we'll go with avoid relegation and just reach the first round and everything like that for now. Because I think that's the best option for us, just to keep the job and keep the board happy and everything like that. And let's see here, board discussion to improve. With budget allocated to director of football is sufficient? No, I think we would be better off investing the money into something else. Let's see here. And I think we should improve our training facilities and everything here with the youth system and club. And for now, I think we'll go with the training facilities. And we are not having a good enough finances for that, and I think we are not having good enough finances for really any of the improvements that were suggested there. But anyway, that will be the end of the episode here. So hope you have enjoyed it, and if you have done so, remember to smash that like button, and also if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button as well, so you're not missing out on any of the new content that we bring to you daily here at Rawslowgaming. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.